So lesson 25, improvising on fingerstyle in blues. Now I know this isn't strictly a blues session, but there are a lot of things you can do in fingerstyle with the blues. So I'm just going to play a couple of things for you and then illustrate it with a song. Now we're going to do it in the key of E, and so I'm basically going to be pedaling on this E note and doing some licks underneath it. So the first one is I'm going to play the D string at the 4th fret, and I'm going to slide it up. Then I'm going to sound the G string on the 4th fret. So it's now I'm going to play the same lick and end it with my second finger on the B string at the 5th fret. So a slight variation of that. So now I'm going. Now this time I'm going to go, after I do the, I'm going to hit the G string again, then I'm going to go. There's your blues lick. So. This is where the pedaling really becomes valuable, because once you get that down and you've just got the rhythm going, then you can just do all kinds of licks under it. That's a really cool one. It's the same thing. I'm sliding up, and then I'm hitting my second finger on the D string at the 5th fret, and then sliding it down. So I'm pulling it off onto the 4th fret and sliding it down to the 2nd. So. I'm going to show you, this is one of my favorites, and it's the 3rd finger on the A string at the 4th fret, and my 4th finger's on the D string at the 5th fret. And I'm going to just take that little finger and I'm going to slide it up 1 fret. So I'm going to do that lick I showed you, and then I'm going to throw that in. So it sounds like this. Now, another real common blues lick is, so I'm basically on the E string, 3rd finger, 7th fret, chromatically down to the 5th fret. So that's what I'm doing. So now I'll throw that in the mix. Now I'm just basically improvising. I mean, and it's based over this E chord right here. And blues is, I'm not going to explain 1, 4, 5 to you, because you can learn that from another amazing guitar blues instructional video. But so I assume that you know what that is. And blues is generally a pentatonic scale. I kind of get a little bit loosey and goosey with the notes I like to play. So I'm just improvising over that scale, basically. Now that was a little bend. I wouldn't recommend trying to bend your G string too far. You're going to break it or your finger. And what I did after that is something else that I like to do, and it's a little shake. So So I'm basically shaking my finger over top of the 4th fret, between the 4th and the 5th fret. So it's... Oh, there's our Nashville pluck again. Now the other real popular position for blues, especially down here at this part of the neck, is here. So I'm going to do a couple of licks down there. So. I was just running down an F chord. Which is really cool. So the trick is to just work on playing all those notes while you're pedaling and figure out what licks sound good to you. That's a really cool lick. I'm basically just trilling on the A string at the 1st fret. And there's a whole bunch of them down there. You can just experiment with it. Okay, now. In blues, it's traditionally a 1-4-5. So if you're in E, as I'm sure you know already, then the 4 is A and the B is the 5. So when I go to the A, I need to change the bass note that I'm playing. So and then I'm still doing licks in that same position, but I've changed the bass note I'm playing. So let me show you how that works, to go between the two. So I'll start on the E. A. Back to E. That's bending the B string up, and then hammering, and then sounding the E string at the 7th fret. That's a very common, like... So let me show you that again. To the A, back to E. Now when we get to B, your options become a little more limited because the root B is there or here, and so you don't have an open string to play with. So you have to be a little more creative. So this is the B bar chord at 7, at the 7th fret. And so you can either finger it with your 1st finger and do the licks up here with these 3 fingers, you know, that kind of thing. Or you can play it down here. Then I'm back to E. Now the other way to do it is to play it with your 2nd finger, and then you've got these options.